I rise to ask question number 2 of 2015, Madam Speaker, for the Honourable Attorney General. Can the Minister confirm if the role of the Fiji Ambassador based in Geneva also procedurally involves conducting legal workshops in Fiji for lawyers needing CLE continuing legal education points to renew practicing certificates in 2015?
Thank you, the Honourable Attorney General.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank the Honourable Member for this question. I just assume, Madam Speaker, that when the Honourable Member says procedurally involves conducting legal workshop, he means that is the normal course of the work of the permanent rep to the UN based in Geneva. Madam Speaker, the ambassador in question is former High Court Judge Justice Nazir Shamim. She was appointed ambassador last year. Prior to her appointment, she had made known that she had already committed to a number of workshops, in particular with the judiciary and ILSC. So prior to appointment, it was agreed that she would be allowed to carry on these workshops. Now, Madam Speaker, as the Honourable Member quite rightly points out, that in some of the workshops that she conducted, and I'll go through them, there were CLE points given for those people who participated in those courses. CLE points, Madam Speaker, for those members of the House who are not lawyers, is continuing legal education. Lawyers need 10 points in a year to be able to renew their practicing certificates. The workshops that the ambassador conducted in Fiji she arrived in Fiji on the 12th of January this year and departed on the 2nd of February this year. So she was here for approximately 3 weeks. The cost of her airfares was borne by the judiciary and the ILSC. The cost of a per diem was borne by the judiciary and the ILSC. They are the two agencies that had already made arrangements with her. So it was at no cost to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The workshops that were conducted, Madam Speaker, firstly was Sentencing Law and Practice for the ILSC, which was held on the 14th to the 15th of January 2015. There was another workshop that was conducted, Ethics and Etiquette at the Bar Workshop for new practitioners. Then, Madam Speaker, for the first time, a human rights workshop conducted under the new constitution titled The Enforcement of Human Rights Law was conducted on the 21st and 22nd of January. Then the Legal Practitioners Unit also wrote on this, and they had a workshop for their practitioners between the 26th and 27th of January. And then finally, Madam Speaker, the Judiciary had a workshop which the ambassador conducted between 28th and 29th of January, and the workshop was titled Gender Competence and Sexual Offences Workshop. So, Madam Speaker, I also have a list of all the lawyers who obtained CLE points, if the Honourable Member is interested in knowing who were the lawyers who were beneficiaries of this. Madam Speaker, Justice Shamim has been, or now Ambassador Shamim, has been conducting workshops for the judiciary since 1999. There is a shortage of good trainers in Fiji, in particular for lawyers, in particular for the judiciary, and specifically in these areas I've just highlighted. And I'm sure the members on the other side would appreciate that there is a shortage of such good lawyers and good trainers in Fiji. So this is precisely the reason why she came back for this course. It was something that had been agreed to prior to her departure as ambassador, and the costs weren't borne by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It was borne by the judiciary and the ILSC. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you.
Supplementary question, Madam Speaker. Must thank the Attorney General for the information that he had given in answer to the question. But, Madam Speaker, he did not give any information at all whether this will be ongoing or there will be a cut-off point. And also, Madam Speaker, in addition to that, I'm sure there are other capable people here in Fiji to conduct that. Surely we have heard the finance being met by the judiciary and ILC. But in any way, prudent decision making would, in this case, avoid the payment of this. That's my question, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Point of order.
I was just interested in the question, Madam Speaker. So Probably didn't hear. Maybe he did. So.
No?
Madam Speaker, it looks like the Honourable Minister unnecessarily disturbed my question.
Thank you. Your supplementary
My supplementary question was that
question.
whether her involvement, Ambassador Samim, her involvement in the training, whether it will be ongoing or there is a cut-off point. And secondly, whether there is nobody else in Fiji to take up that role. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I will just allow the Attorney General maybe to just repeat what you had said in answer to that supplementary question. No, I take it that you had answered that question in your statement, but please just repeat that answer.
Madam Speaker, in respect of future workshops, I'm not aware of any future workshops at this stage. I'm not privy to that information. As you know, Madam Speaker, the judiciary is an independent body. The judiciary makes its own arrangements. The judiciary has its own funding. That is the point, Madam Speaker. So is, Madam Speaker, I would love to hear an iota of evidence to say the judiciary is not independent. Madam Speaker, similarly, the Independent Legal Services Commission is also an independent body. So it is up to them to make the arrangements. But the point of the question, Madam Speaker, the main question was whether it procedurally involves conducting legal workshops. Obviously it does not. The ambassador does not go around conducting workshops, but this was an arrangement that had been made given the fact, Madam Speaker, there is a shortage of such people around. And I'm sure if there are competent people to run such workshops, the judiciary and the ILSC will come knocking on those people's doors.
Thank you.
The supplementary question.
Supplementary question.
The concern that we have is that, Madam Shanim, I fully respect her, was conducting this previously as a private individual, and she was getting paid for it. So the concern that we have is that now that she has become a civil servant, and you're entitled to only one pay, in relation to her conduct of these additional courses which were conducted in January, were those payments in addition to her normal pay as a civil servant?
Attorney General.
Sorry, I didn't clarify that. She was not paid a single cent for conducting these workshops, because she is a civil servant.
Thank you.